All right, well, because actually, it's over 2 inches. I think like Kathy's 3 inches. That was, it was so great. You don't know how. But don't be, don't be afraid. Stubborn's okay. I might be there myself. But, I didn't even know. Yeah, I just got home from work. Just to say, no one comes back to it. You're a brain. Too bad. No, Linda, I think that's what's
Oh,
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. How you doing? I got my chain on.
Also, I asked a company to show up. I saw it. That's correct.
We worked, my first year as was the first time to go to college. We wrote the law and all that stuff, training. I think it's great.
It helps.
It's supposed to.
Yeah.
Dave's, so it's just like, this is something that they can go out and research. You just hand it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's something as long as they use it right, it grows the right way.
Exactly.
Everything here is
It's good though.
Do you want to speak tonight?
No.
Not yet.
No, it's not on. I can hear that.
Kathy's not. Nope.
Now I can.
Welcome to the January 6th meeting. Please rise.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we pray that you grant wisdom to all who are in authority, that order and justice may be upheld for the benefit of all citizens, and guide us to better serve the people of our community. Restrain those who seek to destroy our government. We ask your divine wisdom to rest upon our leaders to guide them and protect them.
It's not working again.
Turn it off.
There. Do it again.
Better now or not?
No.
Public input, we have Rich Mussolino.
Rich Mussolino, 3320 Renee Terrace, Sanborn, New York. And tonight I'd like to talk about the odor situation and the potential for some pollution into the retention pond as a result of the well water being diverted to the storm sewer to the retention pond. Before we begin, though, I would like to pass out some photographs that I have so that you'll be able to visualize and see what I only have 6 copies of you, but maybe you can share them. This is the retention pond. Everybody? Yeah, okay. What you're looking at is this is the retention pond at Eagle Chase Development. And this was taken in July. When it was relatively calm. But it got even worse after that. The other pictures you have, individually, you have a picture. This was taken in December of 2024. Just a little about a month ago. Actually, about the 13th of the month. And it says it's the discharge from the storm sewer into the retention pond at Eagle Chase Division. Now with that, I'd like to talk about what led up to this. I know you're all aware that there's a problem with the odor problem that we've got in the development right now. And this started maybe a couple months ago, and it's a real offensive odor that is permeated through the development. Now, I'm just going to start reading a few excerpts that I have, and this is for you, Mr. Sullivan. Well, it's kind of crude, it's not professionally done, I just put some tabs in there, but I just want to go over and start from just get a few things over here. Remember this number. Please remember this number. 20,160. Remember that number. The first one I'm going to read is from the Town of Wheatfield Comprehensive Plan. The town may wish to consider a cap on residential permits. Now this is page 32 of the comprehensive plan, but this is the most glaring part of the whole plan. Findings. The town is characterized as clay soils, wetlands, and floodplains. Drainage is a major problem in the town. New floodplain maps were adopted in September 2010, and these maps have a significant impact on the town of Wheatfield. And in the last one, the recommendation, new development should be required to assess impacts to drainage and have a realistic and effective mitigation strategy. Let's take it from there. The second tab, Mr. Supervisor, is primarily just a definition of storm water. What is stormwater? Stormwater is water from rain or melting snow that doesn't soak into the ground.
Rich, let me cut you off right there. As you know, when we have public input, you'll have 3 minutes, and that's already exceeded. What I would suggest, from all the information you brought here tonight, that I'd be glad to set up a meeting with you, our engineers, and our highway superintendent here at the town hall, and we can go over all these things.
So I can't talk any further tonight then.
No, I'll let you go a little bit further, but if I'm looking at all the information you've given me, you're gonna be here for an hour. And I would rather to.
Okay,
Let me finish.
Okay.
What I'd like to do is sit down with you and our engineers and our highway superintendent and go through this. Because some of these things, and I'm not reflecting on you, but some of these things, there's something we don't even want to discuss them. There's some of the floodplains and things like this.
Okay.
This information we're all aware of. If you'd like to sit down with us, we'd be glad to set up a meeting. We can have representatives from Roselle there, and we'll talk about this. And just so you know, before Christmas, I did talk to Paul Dickey. They called twice today, and twice he did not respond. They said he was in meetings.
Yeah, that's happened to me too, Mr.
I just
Dickey.
want to say one other thing, that they did have someone out there look at it and said those deposits on the water that they saw, they felt, in their opinion, without testing, were mineral deposits from the well. They said we have wells all over Niagara County, and it's very common to have mineral deposits. So, rather than, beat this to death for another 15 minutes, I'd be glad to sit down with you, town hall here, with our engineers, our highway superintendent, and we'll go through all this information.
Can I bring somebody with me as well then?
I'm sorry?
Can I bring somebody with me as well? Okay, so let me just do a quick recap on how we got here, okay? We all know about the drainage problem in the town. We know that.
Rich, Niagara County has drainage problems.
Okay, we'll scrap that. The contractor had a well dug without notifying anybody. The DEC, the town dug a well. And as a result of digging a well, hang on, he made an illegal connection.
Listen. Paul, Stephen, our highway superintendent put a checklist out for Roselle to address. As of today, Roselle didn't receive it yet. So I talked to Scott this morning, and he's gonna get a copy of the things that Paul is requiring. And if you receive it, Scott? So, I mean, those are things that we can talk about in our meeting. And I can meet anytime you want. We'll sit down with Roselle, highway superintendent, any of the board members who would like to attend, and we'll address all of these things.
Okay, well, then in closing, I just want you to know one thing. That drainage that's going into that retention pond is private property. Think about that. There's 3 homes on Eagle Chase that's their part of their property. They go back 340 feet, and that stuff is draining on their property. Nobody advised them about this. Nobody asked their permission if they could drain on their property. That's all I want to say. Just think about it. You let me know when you want to get together.
And if you want to give me a call tomorrow, we'll set up a meeting, and be glad to sit down and meet with you and go over all this information.
Okay, thanks.
Eric Barlow, related to water pressure? Eric?
Yes, sir.
One down.
Eric Barlow, I'm at 3260 Crown Squares in Eagle Chase. The last 3-4 months, I was in the kind of had a medical issue. So I don't know if it was talked about, but it was maybe September. I've had a lot of low pressure in my home, water pressure. And so I called the town. They sent somebody out to test that and spigot. And it was 40, 39, 40. He said it should be over 50. He said that shouldn't be like that. And I was supposed to hear back from him, I never did. I don't know if it was talked about at another meeting, I wasn't. And I had an issue, ever since they built the development on the Ryan Home development there, I could tell there's never a sprinkler system on the lawn. And I had to have them pay someone to come out and redo it because it wasn't reaching where it was when I first had it done. I've only been there 4 years, but the last 2 years I've seen a huge difference. And it was around 40, I think, when we tested it. I can't remember the name of the kid. I didn't know if everybody brought it up, and it's an issue with anybody else.
First time.
Okay. You said he was going to contact with me, and never did it.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but our water superintendent and his deputy are both off sick.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
what I will will do, and I have your phone number, and I have your address, and as soon as he's back from work, he'll make somebody come check it out.
Thank you.
Sorry, Don.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Don, I do remember conversations with Mark Clark earlier this fall. There was, I want to say Niagara County turning down their connection up at the end of Ward Road, because there were a lot of other places in there, like Ubers, that were reporting reductions in water. And I think they came back out and turned it back out some.
Yeah, I did that.
Correct the problem.
Yeah, or change it.
We'll have our water.
Okay, no problem. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, I
just want
appreciate
to try this off.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Supervisor, one more, can I have that folder back? Probably have more information to put in there.
All right, do you want the photos there?
No, you can use the photos, I just want you to take a good look at them.
Let's see.
20,000 gallons,
Gina Rudnicki.
that 20,000 I mentioned, that's how much water is going into that retention pond in 1 week. 20,000 gallons.
Yes.
Hi, good evening. I'm Gina Linsky from River Road. So I'm here about,
Gina, would you move the microphone closer to you or speak up a little bit? Thank you.
I'm here about the bike path on River Road. And the fence that was installed between the kind of fire hall, between the park and the path. My kids and I were so excited that this path was going in. We're so excited to see it worked on, being able to access it. My kids lived on River Road their whole life. They've never had access to a sidewalk where they can go out and, walk the dog and, ride their bike. So we're excited to see this going in. We're across the street from the fire hall. And now with the way that the chain link fence is, it looks like it's completely inaccessible. From the street, I know that's your main parking lot, going to, into the bike path there, right on River Road. The gates are closed, it just looks like you can't get back there to use it. I have some safety concerns, I know that there are coyotes and, animals that usually migrate between River Road and back there behind the fencing area. I'm afraid, the kids or whoever else, if they, the wildlife can't make their way around them in case something happens. I know that emergency vehicles or services may not be able to, get to that part of the path now that there's that fencing there. I don't know who is planning on maintaining it, but also, honestly, since there may have been other ways that could have been more aesthetically pleasing between, the park that now is beautiful and wooded area and now it's industrial. There could have been, a boulder place if you didn't want vehicles making their way back, or like ballards, or even how like on Liberty Drive, there's the pillars, the yellow pillars. I'm just wondering if there's any way to kind of make it more of a bike path in a park again, instead of this, big industrial looking side that looks like
I
it's
think it was your husband I spoke with, I maybe both of you on the phone, and I went over there the next day, and there is no clear visibility to the woods from River Road. And it was a request of the fire company to put up that fence, and if you know, there is an 8-foot gate there, which was made so they can get their emergency ATV back there if somebody gets hurt. There's also a 36-inch opening where you can walk right through it if you're walking your dogs. So I don't know what else to tell you, but that chain link fence was enough to prevent people from driving their vehicles on the path.
Right, but I guess why was it the chain link fence instead of like at the end of the path at Liberty Drive, there's kind of the metal barriers that.
Those are called ballards, and those are to prevent people from driving onto the path. That fence is more of a security purpose, and it's a 6-foot chain link fence, no top wood, you can see right through it. I'm a little bit baffled because I went over there the next day just to see how it was restricted to me, and I don't know, man, it's not restricted at all.
Yeah, I don't know, I respectfully disagree. It looks like it's a fenced off area, like you're not supposed to be back there. If I go and I
There's
drive.
a gate there also, and there's an opening for you to walk back.
Right,
That
and
was,
the gate
just
is
so you know,
closed.
that the fire company offered their playground for people on the walking path. And that's why the gate is there, and that's why the opening is there, so that people are using the trail, they can come through there and use the facilities. And that's why you'll notice that path actually goes towards fire. That's the purpose.
Okay. And then, once it starts fences even down, closer to Niagara Falls, where all the grass is kind of coming up through it and all that, we maintain all that.
You know, I'll tell you something, the town of Wheatfield will be assuming the ownership of that property. The town of Wheatfield will also have to maintain the grass cut, which we are preparing, I don't know if we've done it yet, purchase a mower to maintain that path on both sides. So sometime in the next few weeks, I did a final walkthrough on last Thursday. The ballards were in place, signage is in place, and I was surprised how many people are using it, including e-bikes. So, I don't know what else to tell you, I mean, I know your husband said he attended many of the meetings, but this has all been discussed and approved quite some time ago.
But, okay, we did some of the into the plan, we didn't see anything about the fence, this would be separating. I understand the fence further down River Road, where the railroad tracks are, obviously that is safety hazard, but we were aware there would be a chain link fence between parking.
So the fire company's concern was that, and if anybody knows kids on ATVs and pickup trucks, they'll take any path they can to get on the trail or get back there for hunting or doing whatever. In fact, the ballards are already been run over by somebody with a large pickup truck and bumper on it. That's the second set of ballards that have come out. So it was the fire company's request to put up a fence, and it was all part of the DOT project.
And part of the fire company's request too is they have a burn building there where they, they instruct people and have sample burns, and the firemen all learn how to enter a building with smoke in it. And they wanted the public that might have been on the trail just to have some type of a barrier there, so they're not having all the firemen apparatus and stuff going on in smoke. They interfere with public traffic on the trail.
Right.
So that, that was their big request, was to separate that traffic from their burn tower.
And I think in time, you'll see that fence serves a good purpose. And again, when I went out to River Road, I parked at the fire company, and I looked, and you can see right through it. It's only a 6-foot chain link with no top roof, and I didn't see where it restricted any view whatsoever. You know, I'm just saying, maybe give us some time to see what you think, but that was all part of the approval with DOT. Okay, and as far as you're able to go back there, there's an opening, you can go back to your house, right through there, and walk your dogs or whatever. Okay, well, thank you, appreciate it. Approval of the minutes, January 2nd, the reorganizational meeting, can I have a motion, please? Second. And a second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
Abstain.
Motion carried. Approval of bill payment of January 6th, voucher number 202-42191 through 202-42314, for the total amount of $567,177.73. Have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
And a second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, bills are paid. Department heads, Paul Seaman.
I just handed you guys my report for 2024. I just want to highlight a few things on it. This is the work that the highway department did. What we didn't put on here is chipping and leaf pickup. I didn't bother with it. Every year we do it. Non-stop. People never give it up. Bubble repairs 15. We did 4 miles of ditch cleaning. We do town-wide patching every May and June. That's pretty much every road that's a town road. Paving this year, we did 3 overlays. We did 11 roads that were mill and paved. We did 1 that was hot plates and recycling and tops. So that was a total of 15 roads done this summer, 6.4 miles. We did 26 pipe jobs. We rebuilt 146 catch basins, and about 85% of them were all in new subdivisions that are less than probably 30 years old, falling apart. It's unreal. Signs installed, replaced 16, underground locations 832, and miscellaneous jobs, mailboxes, landscape repairs, sewer jet, curb cuts, 151. And then there's plowing and salting, which we're doing right now. Just give you a little heads up of what we do over there.
Thank you, Paul. So why are the pedestrians falling apart in the subdivisions? Any ideas?
Yeah, they're built like crap.
Aren't they precast?
Now they are, most of them are, but before, if they didn't get them at the right height, they were allowed to use cinder brick, is that what you call it? And they would just disintegrate. Salt would disintegrate them. Now we don't allow any brick like that in there. They have to have regular poured risers and everything. And that seems to be helping a lot with the new subdivisions. It just, we had a lot of subdivisions put in before I got there that were done like this, and we gotta go back and rebuild them all. The shame is, a lot of times when them cinder bricks or whatever let loose, your country curbing and everything falls down. So we have to jack that up, re-pour all the way around it. We got, one of our guys is getting really good at it. Of course, after 146 of them, he should be, but, it was the same thing last year. We had, I think, 150 last year we redid. But hopefully now, going forward, I think we've nipped that in the butt, that we won't have to worry about rebuilding them. They're getting done right the first time around now. Is there any other questions?
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. Mike Ronaldo.
No report tonight. Well,
Mike Clark.
No report.
Mike, what's the status of the building up there? I had to follow up that.
Clears through the state's 10-day waiting period. On Thursday, they're moving equipment over at the end of the week, and we will be tearing down on Tuesday.
Thank you. Kelly?
All exemption renewals have been sent out, and they have to be back in my office by 4 o'clock on March 1st, to be eligible for the tax exemptions this year.
Anybody any questions, comments? Thank you, Kelly.
We have no formal agenda items, just our. All right. Any questions on that?
Dave? Dave Godfrey?
I just wanted to announce that next Monday, at the Keenan Center at 10 o'clock, we're going to have the honor of having a World War II veteran there, Casey Burkowski. He's 100 years old. He was a prisoner of war, 14 months in the POW camp, and now 82-day forced march in the worst winter in Germany years ago. He's quite a guy, 100 years old. He's agile. He's a great speaker. They have displays having to do with World War II. We were good enough to be able to get them to come in, so if anybody's interested, see me afterwards. I'll give you more detail, but that's next Monday night at 10 at the Keenan Center. Other than that, wish Happy New Year to everybody here. I hope you had a good holiday. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, we'll have our reorganizational meeting at the county. No changes. I guess all the churches are going to stay the same. That's it.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. Motion, Matt Brooks. All right.
First motion from Wendell to authorize the supervisor to sign the Wendell contract for providing town engineering and planning services for 2025 in accordance with their proposal letter dated January 2nd, 2025.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Second. And a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next motion from the budget director, resolve to approve and authorize the supervisor to sign the proposed contract with Municipal Solutions, Inc., dated January 1, 2025, to provide financial services related to the issuance of bond anticipation notes and serial bonds, if appropriate, along with other general financial services, including continuing disclosure filing requirements related to outside debt for the calendar year of 2025.
So,
I'll second.
second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
That's it for motions.
Thanks, man. Board members, what are
I have nothing. Thank you, Larry.
No.
Got some correspondence from Adams Fire Hall and some status changes with some of their members. Grace Leaders Thorpe, they'd like to move her to social member. Nancy Mahako, social member. Robert Wiegand, moved to exempt. David Barron, moved to social. Michael Phillips, active member. Robert House to social. Karen Sell to social. And Corey Lazu back. And I'll make that motion.
Second.
And a second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Kurt? Nothing tonight. Randy?
I have nothing.
Okay, I just want to bring up, I think we're aware that the DOT did approve the school zone at St. John's, Church down the road here, they're setting up signs for a school zone. And also, they did approve the reduction of speed limit on Walker Road to 50. And that's all I have. Next meeting is January 27th, 2025. Is there any further public input? Next meeting is.
Real quick. The 2025 county tax bills are out in the mail, so everybody should have their tax bills in their due first due date is January 31st.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? We are adjourned. Hey, Rich, before you leave, you want to set up this point on leave date?
Yeah, okay.
We're adjourned.
Yeah, we're back in the morning.
Okay. Was it good? I don't there was one a while ago.
Yeah. That's nothing was done with that. I mean, it was even really small. Yeah, it's something like everybody wants to come.
Good, how you doing? Hanging in there.
Did you see that kind of, that little ditch there, and you see that it's doing something, why wouldn't you do that? Well, January 25th is the year, but that, Tom's got one idea, don't worry about
We
I get it, no, and again, at some point in time, but, and they don't talk to me, I mean, they get it.
You gave him that, which wasn't very nice, but he wants him there.
So he's been real people.
Well, you would have, you can't talk for it, you can't talk for him.
Coming back.
You passed out pictures for your three.
No, but just to everyone else, just sign up to talk from town. Well, no, you can just, I'll give my 3 minutes to Rich. I'll give you 3 minutes to Rich. I'll give my 3 minutes to Rich. That's me. He's never enforced that. He didn't enforce it one day after. So, I mean, it is a rule. It's a power move. Now, again, I played the game. I'm gonna contact my buddy.
Which I think would be better than standing up there.
I want to be part of that, at least to hear what he has to say. Okay, just let me know. Just let me know. Yeah. Well, no, but if you have,
But we get it. We don't want to say,
well, that's a great idea. And nobody comes up with a point.
If you would have said, let's have a supper.
We need to be smart about it. You know what I mean? And everyone's gonna say, well, you know what, maybe we wouldn't. Because if you do, what I would say is you session on the subdivision.
And well, I did.